All right, so one of the adjustments that we're going to make during drag, which is drag is an easy play. We're going to run this play Gonzaga. I used to call this transition two. Used to run this with my boys on the high school level, and it was very effective. And y'all will probably love it even more than they do because y'all actually have more shooters on the team than we do with the kids I had. So the kids I had, we didn't have any real big men. So we had guys that are playing big, but they really wasn't big. So it's gonna be general similar to what the gold team will be looking at. We really have a lot of guards that just have to play big out of necessity. So with transition two, it is coming out of a basic high post set. So you know how we will come into drag and we'll try to get into drag real quick. I mean, it's easy and I'm gonna show y'all the adjustment how to do it out of drag. So essentially the high post pops out. This man drops. Now you're gonna drop probably about this line extended. So not the box, but the line before the box extended. So we're gonna make this pass, and it's gonna get really, it's gonna get kind of confusing a little bit. This man will end up dropping a little bit because we need him to come back up on the screen in a moment. So once we make this pass, this is how it's gonna look in the first pass. So now we have the four with the ball. And like I said, we had you can, and I'm not saying you can't do anything, but you can mess around and try to take people off the dribble, but it's not the wisest move at the time. So at the wisest move at the time is to make sure you square up and get the ball moving. So yes, you could give it directly to the point guard, but you're supposed to give it to the wing. So you hit the wing. Now when you hit the wing, once he catches the ball, the four catches the ball, the five moves up. So the five moves up, and then we're going to see a little switching action. Now, once you pass the ball, the point guard has to understand you have to sprint and relocate directly where he left. You have to sprint directly where he's about to vacate. So at the moment, ball has been passed, so we have the wing with the ball. The four has just made the pass. The four is now going to cut through. Now we've gotten that pass maybe twice out of the whole time we've done this play over a whole season. So I mean that pass is probably going to be defended, and it's going to be probably defended pretty heavily. This is where it becomes very cute. So once he vacates this area, obviously his defender is going to run down. The one I already had this guy sit down for a second. The five is probably going to step over, and the two is going to probably step down like he's supposed to. But we have dummies that hug sometimes. When you hug your man, you pretty much kill your opportunity to help. So if you have a skilled player, you're not going to be able to save your teammate if they're not able to play on ball defense very well. So once the ball is passed by the four, the one immediately refills that spot that the four has just vacated. So as we vacate that spot, the four would have been short corner. And sometimes with y'all being, much better athletes and much better players, y'all might even go all the way to the 3 point line. But it's just depending on your skill level, your comfort level. So with the one immediately taking in that position right here, this man is going to actually come with him. But as he's coming, that's when we can make the pass. Because if you wait and try to lob it, yes, he jumps the lane. But as he's coming, he beats the man to the point of attack. And if we beat him to the point of attack, that's what we're looking for. So once he gets it back, we have that screen come. And Reggie is probably going to fall in love with this play for sure because, he's in love with this type of stuff. But once he gets it here, we have immediate screen and roll. So if they're in zone, if they're in man, it don't matter. This man will have to come up because If he stays here and this guy stays sitting, it's a harder pass to get across. But now he has to actually make a decision. If we have a shooter right here or a shooter right there, it's going to look lovely. And I'm going to end up showing y'all film of how we did it. So now we have the 5 and the 1 set in the pick and roll. This 3 will probably step down. He probably won't because it'll be too late to get there. So it'll end up becoming a screen and roll. And we've had numerous times where the point guard just walked right through layup, drill, layup, drill, layup, drill. We had numerous times where this man got layup, drill, layup, drill, layup, drill. We had a lot of times where this help side man would step up and this man would come through and guess what? Layup drill, layup drill, layup drill. And on top of that, flat-footed jumpers. I know Cooper's going to love that. I know Trent's going to love that. So we got some dudes that can actually let that mug fire. I mean, Corey is probably going to love it too. Also, we have the throwback. So once we come out the screen, we can just throw it back. And we have, stretch them out. So whatever the defense try to do, we're going to stretch them out, then we're going to finish them off. Main thing is us being a smaller team, vertically challenged goal. Y'all have to make sure that you shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, and it has to be a good shot because obviously defensive rebounding might become an issue because of the length we're going to be playing against. Offensive rebounds, I mean, we'll probably get some offensive rebounds just because we're scrappy and we chase them down. But, let's be real. It's a reason why the NBA is so big. All right, and I'll catch y'all soon.